Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk News Now. I'm Rick Singer. I have with me the man who is facilitating the merriment of the occasion. And that is our launch party. If you kind of get an idea that this whole show today is kind of loose, it's really easy as to why. Because as soon as I'm out of here, I'm over to Mark's place over at the Queen Victoria Pub at the Riviera. Mark, thank you so much for being here. I understand you got quite the event planned. Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Good. We're hoping it's going to be a fun event.
Well, I mean, look, you've got food there for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not just for me, but for everybody that comes. All right, for all the people that are going to be there.
Absolutely.
All right, so my question is, like, you're going to give me any ideas? What's Ella already eating? Because you know she's there right now. She's already munching on it.
Oh, yeah, she's already eaten half the food we've got on the menu. But it will be a good time for everybody to try a lot of our traditional British food, you know, things that we eat on a regular basis.
Okay, no, wait a second. British food? Is that where that funny accent came from? I thought you were from Arkansas or something.
That's right, from way back east.
From way back east. So what part of London or from the UK are you from?
Yeah, I'm actually from Coventry. It's 100 miles north of London. But, you know, just like you said, from London, you know, the way Americans think everybody's from New York, you know, everybody thinks everybody's from London back home. So.
But you've been in the restaurant business. Now you and your partner Nick own the Queen Victoria Pub.
Yes.
Okay. But you've been living here in the States for how long now?
I've been here 22 years now.
Wow. Okay.
So, I just came out here on vacation from Coventry and fell in love with the place.
Oh, easy enough to do. And before this, you were in the restaurant business.
Yeah, I was a chef before in England. Okay. And then I came out here. I was a chef in a few restaurants in Vegas, and then ended up owning our own pub.
Well, absolutely fantastic. The truth is, okay, not only do I love your pub, but every time Ella and I go there and have lunch or whatever the case is, which we do often, is that she always says it reminds her of home. That it really does have a real feeling of a real British pub.
Right. Well, that was the goal. Both myself and my partner Nick, we missed the little things that we had back home. So we wanted to make
soccer.
Yeah, soccer,
rugby,
steak pies, rugby, fish and chips. You know, we wanted them properly. We'd been to so many other places in America that, you know, that they think if they called it an Irish name, put some wood in, and served Guinness, they thought they were an Irish pub. You know, we wanted to do it properly, so everything's unique. Everything's just how it is back home.
It's one of the things, too, when the folks come out, and by the way, you are coming out. Everybody head over there about 5 o'clock. We're going to get there and have an absolutely great time. But the thing is that when people get there, little things like you were saying, like when the bottles, the rack in there, Ella turned around and pointed, she goes, the rack over the bar is very much like one that you would see in a British pub.
Well, it is. We actually brought it over from England. It's a system that we use to measure liquor, and all our bottles are upside down back home. So they'll even print the labels upside down so that they're the right way up when they go in the rack.
Really? Okay, so it's a little nuances like that make it an awful lot of fun.
Yeah.
But tonight we're having our launch party. We have the folks coming from Vegas TV are going to be there. We have Dave Robbins from Vegas News Review is going to be there. He's on our show all the time. We're going to be Ella's going to be there. Myself is going to be there. Scott, our director, is going to be there. Jacob, our tech people, are going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. As a matter of fact, I have another little newsflash for you. Mrs. Nevada's coming.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
There you go. So we're going to have a whole lot of fun. And I just wanted to tell you that I really cannot thank you and Nick enough for extending yourselves the way that you have. You guys have been absolutely awesome through this whole process. Now, if you were going to ask somebody who's never eaten in your restaurant before, what would you recommend off your menu?
Well, my favorite to recommend is it's two things. It's the Scottish egg and the sausage roll. And Nick, who's a butcher from England, he's a master butcher. He makes the sausage himself. And I've never met anybody that doesn't like a Scotch egg. And it's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat, and it's deep fried.
See, and that's where my brain goes. Yeah. I just think of, I think of a Scotch egg. I'm thinking of something that's been pickled in Scotch for a long time.
It's absolutely delicious, and I've never met anybody that doesn't like it.
It's, and that's the thing is, so we're going to have an absolute super time there. One of the other things that I want to comment about, and that is that both you and Nick are both so hugely gracious, and you've really adopted this whole community. Because yes, you're located on the Strip, you're inside the Riviera Hotel, inside the Riviera Casino. But the other part of it is that you guys have really adopted Las Vegas as your home. Of all the places you could have gone to, you had all of Europe to go to. everywhere else, and you came here to Las Vegas and you decided to make this your place. And I notice how much you guys really do. You reach out and really contribute to our community.
Well, you know, we really love Vegas. You know, I hear a lot of people saying that, you know, it's not the place to raise your kids. I completely disagree. I think the town is fantastic. It's growing. We're getting more and more culture as the years go on, and it's a fun, exciting place to be at.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, and speaking of fun and exciting, that's what we're going to be having tonight, because this is absolutely party day. You got my booth ready for me.
We do.
You've got my Frank Sinatra booth ready for me?
Absolutely.
Okay, and there's a little story that's going to go along with that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit as well. That actually, your pub used to be a regular place for the Rat Pack.
Oh, yeah, yeah. In fact, Dean Martin used to own a piece of the restaurant.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Mark, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'm going to be introducing you to Ann. I'm sorry, there we go. Ann. We'll be right back.